Hey guys, it's Maymay, and I never show you the art first, but my plan completely derailed on this one, and I thought, you know what? I'm leaving it like this, and I'm letting you see that sometimes your plans change, and that's when we need to be still and let God do what He's supposed to do. And so it's funny to me that that happened, but you know what? I love how my art turned out, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So here you go. Hey guys, it's Maymay, and it's time for another scripture art journal. And this week, I'm going to be using my mini alphabet punch board to bring out one of the words in the scripture. And I'm going to have to get my little blade. I just noticed it's not in there. It's probably still in the drawer. But it is November, which for me means I'm 100% all about the holidays now. And I've noticed something about myself this year that is different, like taking me back to previous years. And what I mean by that is this. I've noticed in the last few years, I've kind of let the holiday go so fast and I've missed it. And when it's over, I'm so sad because I'm like, I didn't spend enough time being still and enjoying the moment. And I find this is true in everything. And sometimes we can get so caught up in things that are going on in our lives that we're so busy trying to fix the problem that we stop being still and letting God do what He does. The scripture this week is obviously, you already know, Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. Well, I want to be still and I want to pay attention to God. I want to pay attention to the season. I want to pay attention to the reason for what seasons we have. In America, we have Thanksgiving in November. We have Christmas next month. Christmas is worldwide, but Thanksgiving is here. And I want to enjoy every moment. I want to soak it in. I want to be still. And I don't mean I want to soak in the holiday or our traditions. I want to soak in the meaning behind them. I want to make sure I'm not missing it. So on Christmas Eve, when everything's quiet and everybody's gone, I can go, I remember this season and I have soaked in this season. I want to be still and exalt God and see Him exalted and kind of stay out of His way and let Him have His way. So, it sounds like holidays starting early or whatever. With me, they do. If you know me at all, holidays start early. And this is not going to be a Christmas page per se. I just want to remind you guys that sometimes we just need to sit still. Sorry, I'm making noise over here. I'm getting my trimmer. But sometimes we just need to sit still and pay attention. And not just on the holidays like I'm going to do, but also in our everyday lives. Sometimes we're just so busy running everywhere that we don't wait and just go, you know what? How can I lift God up here? How can I be still and let God move? That's the thing. It's so hard nowadays. We want to, somebody gets bad news about something and we want to fix it for them, or, something happens bad in our life and we want to be able to fix it. Well, sometimes you can't fix it. Like this paper is crooked. Did I just cut that crooked? It is really, well, it doesn't seem crooked. Okay, we're going with it. But sometimes you just can't fix everything. Sometimes you have to be still and let God. So that's what we're going to focus on this week. And I don't know how you'll want to do your art journaling, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm really into this whole navy and kind of washed wood kind of thing lately. I don't know if it's because of all the holiday stuff I'm looking at, but I'm going to use my mini alphabet punch board and this paper to I want to make the word still be the focal point of this page. So I'm going to cut these down. I think it's 1 3/4 by 3. I'm going to cut one and double check. Pretty sure that's the right size for this little guy. Got my little blade. Had to go get that out of the drawer. It had fallen into the drawer. Okay, here we go. Let's start with S. So I'm going to pull my little book out and go to the letter S, which is here. And we'll start with this guy. And I just lean this up over here where I can look at it. Just whatever way works for you. I think they even have this on your phone, like on an app, so if you don't want to keep up with the book. But I just keep the book with it in my little drawer. All right. Oh, first things first, we need to line it up to number 2. I'm going to do one letter with you, and I won't make you watch me do all the others. There's no sense in that. Is that the right one? Yes, number 2, and punch. Then I need to flip it over and go to number 2 and punch. Then it's telling me to put it in this way. And we're going to do some slicing here. Shut that down. We're going to slice here, and we're going to slice here. Pick this guy up. Turn it around. Do the same slices. This is like playing with a toy. I love this little thing. It's like playing with the kids' toys or something. Okay, we don't need this little dude. And then we're going to lay it in this way and do some trimming on the 1/4 inch line, which is, wait, I did that wrong. I think I cut mine wrong. I'm just going to make that mark and fix it in a second. And then, yeah, see, that piece should come off, but I did something wrong. I think I made my pieces too big to start with. So let me just trim that down. Oh, it's going to be wrong. See, I'm glad I paid attention because I said if I messed up, I was going to need an extra. So let me do another one. So I already messed up. I thought this was supposed to be a little bigger than this, so I cut them the wrong size to start with. But I went back and fixed them. So now these are 1.5 by 2.5, and I'm going to start over on that S. So I'm going to line it up here. I thought it looked funny when I punched here. It didn't look like the picture. So now it will look like the picture. You ever just have one of those days when things are not working? So I have cut this letter twice and it's messed up both times, and I've decided I'm not going to do this again. It is me. It is not the machine. It's my brain. I know this, but I'm not feeling it today. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let this guy be still to the side, and I'm going to come back and just do this a different way. So let's just do some hand lettering. I will feel better about that anyway. You got to know when to give up defeat, right? I've used that machine before, that little tool before 1,000 times, and it's great, but I'm just not in the mindset today. So I'm just going to do this by hand, and I want the word still to be the focal point here. You know what I think it is? I think I've gotten kind of used to doing hand lettering, and I like it. I'm not good at it, but you know what? I still do it, and I am really going to be kind of just messy with this, which is funny because had I done those letters, they would have been much more precise, and now I'm being kind of messy with it. But you know what? Admit defeat when you're defeated. I'm not defeated, really. I'm distracted today, and I have other things I want to do. See what I'm saying about being still? And I just don't want to spend all day cutting out those letters, so I changed my mind. So here we go. It's funny how we do that, right? I need to just be still. So that's my word still, which I'll come back and darken in. And I think I'm just going to do the words be still. That's all I'm going to do. And I want this to be like simple, just like this. Let me darken these in and then see where we're going to go from there. I decided to write in and know that I am God in thin letters at the bottom. It's kind of maybe backwards of what I normally would do because I would normally have God be the bigger focal point here. But I just want to be reminded to be still. I'm not having a very good be still day today. Not that I'm not doing good being still and letting God do what he wants to do. But I'm having a day where I feel like I need to get stuff done, so I'm not sitting still much. And I don't want that to happen because I don't want things to get away from me. I don't want life or the day-to-day of life to get away from me. I want to see what God does. I want to enjoy it. I want to soak it in so I can remember it from time to time as life goes on and remember what God is doing in the moment because he's always doing something, right? I'm leaving it at this. I want it to be simple, and I like the wood grain in the background. How many times do I tell y'all, let the paper do the work? I love it like this. Let's glue this into our journal. And last year around Christmas time, I did kind of a, like a leading up to Christmas. Look, this was winter paper that wood was on. That's so funny. I did like a leading up to Christmas. I'm going to do something again like that. I don't know when it's going to start. It may just be during December or it may be the week after Thanksgiving because I also want to do some focusing on thankfulness for the next few videos that we do here because I want to do some thankful pages. It's always good to remind ourselves what we're thankful for. But look how like that is like in your face, reminding you to be still. So this weekend, as you're reflecting on God, you're reflecting on things. If something's going on in your life, be still and let him do what he does. And the answer will come, or you'll see him work through it, or you'll see it get answered in some way if you'll just let him do it instead of trying to do it for him. Because that's when we mess up, right? When we try to do it. So be still. Enjoy your time reflecting on God. Enjoy your time in your journal this week too. And until we talk again for next week, if this is your first time joining us for our scripture art journal, be sure to head to the link in the description and check out our Facebook group where you can see even more art done in lots of different ways. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend. Talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.